Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, Rosanamod. We are at episode 157. 157. Thank you very much for coming. All right, thank you. All right, let's get started. Today's Wednesday Works, and today's show is, as promised, explanation on how I started my Buy Me a Coffee page. And as you know, in episode 145, I discussed the differences between Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. You can check out the link below the show notes at episode 145. I'm just going to show you a breakdown. If you've already started your Buy Me a Coffee, how to look for offer levels or tiers, as they call them in Patreon. The reason why I'm doing this today and not the beginning on how to start your Buy Me a Coffee and how to do step-by-step in the beginning is because it's really hard to show you audially than visually. When you start, it's really simple because there are a lot of YouTube videos that already show you how to start it. But the one thing that they don't show you are explanations on the levels and what to offer your supporters. I was looking everywhere for that and I couldn't find anything. So I had to make up my own, and this is what I found. Now, right now I'm looking at my page, which is already set up. It's buymeacoffee.com/rosanamod. Then under the support on the left have members. Click on that. Of course, I have 0 members. And then you have the levels. And this is the interesting part for me. Right here is the levels. Now, the levels are called levels, but you don't have to call them levels. You actually, if you can name them anything you want, you could name them door number 1 or door number 2, I just chose to keep it simple because it's easier that way for people to remember. I also deal with a lot of international fans that listen to me, people that are not English speakers, so I think it's easier for them to just see the word level 1, level 2. It's just easier. And the price here, it shows $5 a month, and then it shows $50 yearly. So they have a choice to pay. Now, this is the part that was hard for me because I didn't know what to give in return for their support. Because it's not easy when you're doing podcasting. What do you offer somebody when you're podcasting? If I was, I'm an artist as well. And I'm a writer, but I'm not doing this as an artist or a writer. I'm doing this as a podcaster. So if I had a different page for my art, that would be something else. I would keep them separate. I don't want to keep them together. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. So for now, I'm going to keep this podcasting. So I put a picture. You can add a picture. And I added a picture of me and Coco. Describe in your own words what you're offering. So, okay, what are you offering? What do you offer if you're a podcaster? You can offer a lot of things if you're a podcaster. The first level, I wrote, on this level, you get a shout out and a thank you from me and Coco. The rewards could be anything from exclusive posts to a thank you message. So when you click on that, it says shout out for new members. That's already on there. You could change that wording and make it anything you want. Like you don't have to say shout out for new members. And then if you click on that, like add a reward, you'll have a whole list that pops down. They have everything from custom reward to support me on a monthly basis. Add this reward to indicate that some or all of this membership is purely monetary and not to receive in return, not to get to receive in return. So that's for people that just want to donate without expecting anything. And that's fine, but I didn't feel like I needed to put that in there. And then under that, it says unlock exclusive posts and messages, which I'm going to use. Shout out for new members, which is a shout out. I added that on the first level. And then you have access to a full library, give access to your complete backlog of posts. free discounted extras, offer exciting discounts on your extra prices. And that's mostly for art, people who are giving away things. A work in progress under updates, which is providing rough drafts and clips of your latest projects, which is good. Behind the scenes, which I really like, which is give members a glimpse into your creative process and tutorial videos of sketches of unfinished pieces. And your members will love the chance to welcome into your inner circle, which is nice. So you can do like pictures of you working. You can take small video clips of you working, of you recording, maybe small little snippets of you at home, something a little bit more personal, like, oh, this is that. You can even go to one of the episodes that you talked about, maybe your travel podcast. You can take pictures or videos of you, in the place that you were talking about, or doing something that you were talking about, if you're a DIY or a crafter. Then you have another one here that says early access, gives your members early access to work before the general public. And then the last one is merchandise, which offers an item in exchange. Now, I'm going to actually click on that in one of my last levels. I'm going to take this to about 5 levels, I think. I think 5 is good. So far, I've only got 2. And I want to include the merchandise because I have ideas on a t-shirt, but I'm designing it right now, so I'm not done. And then after this one, for the $5, I have... let me see if I can close this out. I have level 2. Level 2, I put $10 a month, and that one you get between horror and comedy lies my endless blooper reels. Recordings are interrupted more than you know, and on this level, you not only get what's on level 1, you get exclusive uncensored bloopers. Dive into the bowels of my anger, twisted sense of humor, and keep your kids out of the room. And that is going to be uncensored bloopers. If you've kept up with me since episode 1, you know that I've had bloopers at the end of the show, and I've had to censor myself many times. So this one is uncensored, and that's what's going to be on level 2. Level 3 and level 4 and level 5, I'm not sure what to put yet, but I know that on the last level, it's definitely going to be merchandise. For sure. It will be t-shirts. And then after that, you have on the left pane, underneath members, you have extras. If you click on that, it has pick a template or start from scratch. And they have book a Zoom, where you can Zoom, talk to somebody, which could be for exclusive members, is one of my tiers. Actually, that's going to be one of my levels. Live video chat with members. Another one is digital download. Another one is live event tickets. Another one is art commission. That's if you're an artist. And the last one is join Instagram close friends. So that's like a special little thing. And then you can add extras. For example, members for a certain level, I'm just going to send you a signed copy of my book, since I wrote 2 books already. So you'll get whichever one you want. And last one is settings. And that one is going to take you into the payment method. And you've got 2 types. You've got PayPal. And I've got that enabled. You just click enabled if you already have a PayPal account. If you have Stripe, then you would enable that. And that accepts credit cards, Apple Pay, and Google Pay paid out to your bank account. If you cannot use PayPal or Stripe, you can request a payout via Payoneer. I'm not really sure what Payoneer is, but it's for people who don't have PayPal or Stripe, obviously. And then you have a choice whether or not to cover the credit card fee. If you turn it off, your fans are going to incur the credit card fee associated with their payment. I suggest that you keep that on and you just take it. Set a goal. If you have a goal that you kind of like Kickstarter, if you have a certain amount in mind, I have one in here. So anytime you want to go back, just remember to click on the coffee cup. I wasn't sure about the cover picture. It's kind of like Facebook. So you have like the cover, and then you have your profile picture. I used a piece of my logo, which is really my business card design, and it has my name on it. So that's going to be the back part of my cover. And then I have, you see the 2 levels, and then the goals show up. And then I just created a page here. You can now show me your love. And that's what I have. It's really simple. I would advise you to just play around with it when you first start. Just make sure that you have a nice URL name. It should match everything else that you have. That would be my advice to you. So if my rosanamod is always on every page in Google as my working name. That's the name that I use on everything. So that's the name that I'm going to keep on this one. So there's no mistake that that's who I am. My name isn't going to be any different. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I will help you out as much as I can. If there's a difference between the, how it operates. Like so far I've been testing a lot of things. Like I tested the Amazon Handmade and that didn't really work. Then I tested the Squarespace and how that went. So this we'll see. And I will talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned for tomorrow's show, which is all about divorce, prepared for divorce and things that you need to do. I'll try to make a list. Since I know you guys like my lists, I'll do maybe top 10 things you need to get prepared for. Thank you very much for listening, and in with the outro. Thank you for stopping in. I always appreciate your time, and I hope you gained something positive from today's episode. If you did, then share it, and please show your love in the links below. You will be helping me help you. If you want to contact me, I know you'll find a way because my avatar audience is a genius, like the host. So talk to you soon. God bless you. And what do we say? Ciao.